Welcome back, all my Vikings. I'm super happy and super proud to bring you the Good Catch Trophy Achievement, the first on YouTube and first anywhere really. And I'm going to tell you step by step exactly what you need to do to get this trophy. As you can see in the background there, I'm busy building my fish hut. And if you can't do the fish hut yet, then just do some more story missions that will become available. So yes, I'm going to show you step by step of how to do this. Now, one most important thing I've got to say, guys, is please use the timeline. This is in no particular order because you can only start fishing a good couple of hours into the game. Using the timeline is going to be what you have to do, and they're not going to be in order. Don't try and do them in order because that's just not going to work out. I do keep the Norway fish together and of course the England fish together, but as you can see there, you got your fishing pole, or sorry, the fishing rope from building the hut, and I had to show on the map there, but the first one is going to be in the settlement. Now, there's actually quite a few you can get in the settlement. You can get the trout, bullhead, haddock, perch, cod, eel, and the smaller perch, which doesn't make a difference, all in the settlement right here. As you can see in the top left, Ravensthorpe settlement. Now, sometimes these fish are going to bite the first time. Most of the time, though, they will attack the hook on the second attempt. So try not to push the hook button on the first one, although it does not scare them away. I don't know what it is about fish guides. I did the Red Dead Redemption and before that the Far Cry 5. I love it. And the fact that this trophy, I was actually told by my friend that I could be the first one to earn this trophy on someone who's registered on PSN, but I'm not really phased about that, but that would still be pretty interesting. Right, so I've never actually snapped my rope on all the fishing I've done. A good many days of fishing. I've never snapped the rope. I've come close. I get a warning here, but I've never actually snapped the rope before, so I'm not too phased about that. I'll speed it up sometimes like this. Sometimes I'll skip some sections when it's waiting too long. But yeah, be sure to use that timeline, guys. Be sure to get that timeline going for you because it is the only way you're going to be able to use this guide. And as you can see, we're still in the settlement here. We are going to go for the perch. He's a sneaky little bastard, this one. And they can give you quite a fight as well. I'm also going to be doing follow-up videos on the recipes for the Fisherman's Hut, as well as all the big fish locations. I've got half of those already. Oh, there are some monsters like the thumbnail I've got for this particular video. Alright guys, we are going on to the, I was going to say haddock, it's not, it's the mackerel now. As you can see, we are in Norway. Which is why you need to use the timestamps, because I mean you do this whole area here before you can actually fish, so you've got to come back to this at some point. So this is at the settlement, your previous home, and right in here we're going to grab the mackerel, and we're going to get all the Norway fish in one go here. My favorite fish has to be the Arctic char, because just of its sheer size and beauty. I actually waited another 2 days, in-game days at least, to get a good thumbnail when the sun was in the right direction, or facing the right direction for me, and I eventually got it, because you can't really change the time of day on this. You kind of have to sleep and then come back to it. But as you can see now, we're just at the next port over there, and this is going to be for our hake. Love some good hake. Prefer cod though. Oh, I'm getting hungry now thinking about it. But yeah, I'm so happy that I managed to get this in the end. It was a ton of work, ton of research as well, because there are no guides anywhere. Kind of had to go from county to county. I was in a lot of the areas. I was one-hit kills for myself on enemies trying to get to the locations of these fish. That's dedication for you. But I got there in the end, and I'm so happy that I managed to get it up in a timely fashion as well. So there's the hake. So a couple of things, guys. The size of the fish doesn't matter, and the color of the fish doesn't matter, because you'll get brown trout, and you'll get other colors as well. But it's just the type of fish, not the size or the color. Size doesn't matter on this one. Okay, so here, as you guessed it, we're going to go for the redfish. And this is going to be, I showed the map there just before, the other port. And we're going to be grabbing this sucker here. So glad that they have fishing in this game. It is weird that everyone else that fishes actually has a pole and a line, and you just stick with the line. Whatever works. Of course, you have to do it with the line as well, guys. I probably should have mentioned that at the start. You can't shoot them with your arrow and collect them. They have to be caught with the line. So you saw a quick little glimpse there of my picture, but the sun was behind me, and the sun needs to be in front of me, so I had to wait for the sun to rise. And that is the thumbnail for the current video. So we are right there, again in Norway, in the other settlement. Again, if I get seen by these enemies, I'm screwed. So this is the Arctic char. This is my favorite fish, and the big ones will always be right here by the docks, if you can manage to throw your line. And not even this one gave me any trouble with regard to breaking of it. But he did mick me there. I did try and hook him on the first attempt. I should have known better. But absolutely awesome fish. Love it to bits. And I'm also going to be doing videos on all the beast locations. In my travels of finding these fish, I've discovered a good 4 or 5 legendary animals. And they are hundreds ahead of me. I mean, my power is like 35 or something, and I have to be like 180 or something to attack my first legendary animal. Look at that thing. Absolutely awesome. We're going to pause that, take a little picture of that sucker. But the sun's not facing him, so I redid the whole thing, waited for the right time, and the sun was in front of me there, and you'll see the thumbnail. Okay, so now we are back at Ravensthorpe Settlement. Use the timestamps, please. And over here, we're going to be grabbing... Which one is this now? Not sure what we got last on here. Let's have a look, see... What does he look like? He looks like the Bullhead. He could be the Bullhead. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. No, he's not the Bullhead. He is the Haddock. That's what he is. The Haddock. And then the other side of the settlement, you can see it in the background there. We're going to get the Cod. Now, like I said before, there's a whole bunch you can fish here for. You can fish here for. I learned English by the home, you see. There's a whole bunch you can catch here before you actually go anywhere, like I mentioned at the start. So just spend some time fishing here, getting used to it. There's not much to get used to. It's not very technical. It's not very difficult. The difficult part is finding the suckers. And I've absolutely loved searching for them. Just taking a boat and just going down the rivers all the way south, all the way north. It just goes on and on and on. And it's so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Okay, you saw a quick glimpse of the picture there again. So we are now in Essexe. It's all got to do with the counties, guys. The rivers and everything don't matter. It's about the counties. So Essexe, Wessex, that kind of thing. That's where the different fish spawn. So as you can see, I'm in Essexe, technically. Right over there. And there's the name of the river. I can't see it on the small screen right now. But this one, we're going to be going for... This is the grey trout, I think it is. Also another beautiful fish. Like, look in the background over there. It's just like that. The whole way down the river. I was so stoked to be able to do it. I got ambushed a couple of times. Sneaky puff at us. But here we go. This is the... I'm assuming it's the trout. I'm not quite sure where we are on the timeline yet. It looks like it. The grey trout. There he is. So again, trout is fine. Grey, brown, does not matter. And this is the other one I just showed. Doesn't really matter, but it's the brown trout. Just to show you that you can actually get other ones, but it does not make a difference. Trout is the trout. Okay, so the Pollock. This one is pretty common as well. You'll get him pretty much everywhere. To an extent that you won't even cast your line anymore because you just want to stop catching them. But I guess some people are going to have trouble with different fish than I did, so I'm not going to shouldn't laugh too fast there. Okay, so this is the map for the Pollock shown after the catch. I do that with some of them because the amount of recording I had to do was redonkulous. And we are still in Essexe, yielding some nice fish. Essexe is. Walden is right there as a reference. There we go. Okay, next up is going to be the Burbot. Burbot? Burbot. I never knew how to pronounce that. The Burbot, yeah. The Burbot. I said Burbot to my missus earlier. That's why I got confused. Okay, so this is actually one of the big ones. And I managed to get him on the first go, or the first cast in this area. Cast? Throw? I think it's more of a throw, isn't it? But we are in Scent right there. That is the county. And showed it quite clearly in the map where we are. Large open area and just beautiful surroundings as well. I love it, especially when the weather comes in. It's absolutely awesome, and it changes from cold or to rainy, and it's just such awesome transitions. Okay, so there we go, fish on. Now, he does look a lot like a catfish, but maybe he is a type of catfish. Someone will tell me. Also, let me know what you think of the game, guys. Have you done any fishing yourself? Those platinum hunters are going to need to use this video if they want to get that plat. And I really hope that you enjoy the content, guys. Please smash the like button. I don't like saying it at the start of the video because I like to earn them. But please smash the like button if you wouldn't mind. If you're enjoying the content, tons of effort and time went into creating this video. And it is the first one on YouTube, so I'm super stoked with that. Although I haven't looked in the last half an hour, so I could be wrong. Let's hope I'm not. Okay, the salmon. This one was probably the hardest to find in the end. That is a freshwater fish. I think you do get seawater versions, but I'm not actually sure. But this one is going to be in Lincolnshire, as you can see. We're going to go a little bit more north now. Northeast of our settlement, if you will. And in the center of the landmass, right there in the lake, that is where we want to go. So just for reference, that's the settlement there. Okay, online service. Toodles. Right over here, in this lake, is where you want to be for the salmon. And again, one wrong look from those guys over there, and I'm toast. I couldn't get any closer. So my guy does get stuck on the rocks a bit, but I do skip it a bit there. But I wasn't letting him go because I knew he was a fish I hadn't had yet, or hadn't caught yet, because you'll get to know them. Definitely you'll get to know them. But in the end, we're going to reel them in. Reel, pull them in. I've changed my terminology here. Awesome looking fish as well. I wish they did show just for a little bit longer though, the actual fish itself. And let you stand there holding it up while you circle it. Okay, the halibut. This sucker is pretty damn big as well. And he's going to be up there, Lincolnshire, on the coast. Make sure you're on the coast of this landmass, Lincolnshire, not the other side. The other side is going to be the Flatfish, I think it is. But right now, we're going to stay in Lincolnshire and we're going to grab this awesome looking fish. I love this area as well. All the north is along the coastline. It's like the cliffs of Dover and stuff like that, which should be on the south. There's probably different ones, but no, it is the south. Sorry, I was at the south, and it just looks absolutely amazing down there. White beaches. It looks like something out of Pirates of the Caribbean, pretty much. Now this guy glitched out on me a little bit here. As you can see, he looks like a sideways fish. I thought he was a flatfish at first, but he's an absolute monster. I thought he looked like a tuna more than anything. A bit small for a tuna though. But in the end, we get him up, and she just puts it in her arse like that. Toodles. Not sure what that was all about, but there he is. A big one as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, what is next? We're going to have the haddock and the shad. Now, we'll show the map in a second. I was just like, cast, cast, cast. Get it out there. New fish. New looking fish. Straight away, I could tell that they weren't fish that I've caught. Okay, so we're pretty much in the same place. Just a bit further down. Technically the same area, Lincolnshire, so that's okay. We're all good. And again, just having a look at the name there. There we go. And this is just if somebody used the shortcuts, which is what you should be using if you're looking for certain fish. And the only way to tell if you've caught a fish or not is to keep it in your inventory. But like I was saying before, I'm going to do videos on the recipes for the fisherman's hut as well as the big fish locations. And that's going to be fun because some of them are mahoosive. They're awesome. So this is a fast one. I think this is the haddock or the shad. I'm not sure which one came first. Let's see. It looks more like a shad to me, but I could be wrong. No, it could be haddock. Feisty little bastards. Awesome though. He's going to be the haddock, isn't he? Yes, he is. Now the shad is going to be pretty much in the same area. And I could tell you what's different. He was a bit smaller. Different dorsal fin as well. So I knew I hadn't had him before. Super stoked. Here we go. Fast forward a bit over there. Fish on it. Alright, we're getting close to the end now, guys. We've got 3 or 4 more fish to go. And we've got monster sturgeon and the beam as well, which is a crazy looking fish. Love it. There we go. Okay, that one's in the bag. Now we've got the flatfish. Now I had some trouble with this guy, getting them to spawn. And in the end, there was like 1 or 2 that spawned. And as you can see here, they're very distinctive movement. They have very distinctive movements and easy to spot. We are now technically in Essexe again on the east coast, southeast coast right there. Little inlet. And the second I caught him and then stopped recording, there was a massive school of them. Like, the whole area was covered with them, all with their strange little swimming movements. And I'm not even sure if it's time of day. It's too early to tell. But this is where they were spawning for me. And this took a long time to find as well. These suckers, I searched so many estuaries and rivers leading into oceans. That's all I knew, is that it would be within a delta or something like that. Or just a river. There we go. Sorted. Okay, now we're going to have the sturgeon. And this is the big sturgeon. We are going to be... Oh no, sorry, this is the small sturgeon. I have a link in the description to the big one. That's what I'm reading here. But this was a small one, but I will take it. Took me a long time to find this sucker as well. We are now in Scent, as you can see there. The big fat river flowing through it. Could be the Thames, I'm not sure. Right on the corner. Okay, and there he is in the water right there. And again, I knew it was something I hadn't caught before. Very distinctive look. And very stoked that I got a big one as well. You can check out the description for the link to the big one. He's a monster. There we go, little guy there. He's probably little or regular. Regular he is. Okay guys, now we have the bream and the trophy for me. So the second I saw him again, I knew straight away that I hadn't caught him before. Very cool looking fish, very agile. He does some skimming over here. We are right down on the southeast over there. on the south coast of Scent, right down here. Gimme, 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 gimme. So we're going to launch this line in here, and I thought he was a sturgeon as well. He might actually be the sturgeon. He is the sturgeon. Makes sense that I put him afterwards. 14:48 is the time. Yeah, this is the big sturgeon. That's my bad. The beam will come directly after this. I just thought I'd put this in because he just looks so awesome. And he actually breaches and grabs the bait right there. I don't even know if you have to have bait. I don't think you do. I never had to use any bait. He's surfing the waves there. Awesome. Kind of flying a bit over there. This game is riddled with little glitches. No game breakers except one. Happy with it 100%. There we go. Here's the monster sturgeon. Not good enough for a thumbnail though, because he's not facing the sun. Well, I'm not facing the sun, but we're going to take a picture of that sucker anyway. Hells yes. Okay guys, now we are at the Bream. He is going to be the final fish for us and this trophy. We are down again, pretty much in the same area as we just were. Well, I caught them both. 2 locations for the sturgeon though. This is the area I was talking about along the south coast. It's absolutely awesome. I love it. I love the waves, the water, the beach sand. Okay, so a little cut there. I had to do the map again, and he's sitting right there. Look at him. He looks like a large perch. I thought it was a large perch, actually, when I first cast. But in the end, it was the Bream, and absolutely awesome. He's also doing some skimming there. Flying fish, maybe. I hope they do some DLC with some legendary fish, because the legendary animals is what I'm going for next. But I need to do some Sciropescire leveling up before I can even start that. Just look at me wrong and I'll die. So there we have it. Look at him. He does look like a perch, doesn't he? And at this point I was like, please, please, please give me the trophy. Please let me know all the work I've done is actually correct. And it took a long time. Longer than any other trophy I've done in this game. And at this point I was losing faith, and then wham! Bing! Thank you very much for playing. So there we have it, guys. Remember, if you have any questions at all, you can ask me, and I always will reply. No worries about that. This is just some footage of the big bullhead. He's a monster as well. So please, guys, like I mentioned before, if you enjoy the content or you find it informative, please smash the like button. Send us a comment. A lot of effort went into this, a lot of time as well. So anything would be greatly appreciated. Remember, guys, if you're having trouble with any trophies, I do share play. It's part of my full-time job. You can email me from the description, and I can help you get those tricky trophies and the tricky platinums. So I'm going to let this play out, guys, with the footage of the bullhead. And just one more time, I want to say thank you so much for watching, guys. And I want to catch you on the next one.